everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eamon Warsi. Today I'm going to be talking about self-care. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my routine, my self-care routine, what I do, and I'm also going to be giving you guys 10 things that you could do to enhance your self-care routine. If you don't have a self-care routine, these 10 things would be perfect to just kind of start to form your own self-care routine. If you already have your own self-care routine, you can, implement the things that you like. You don't have to do all of them in like one day or anything like that, but you can. Whatever works best for you, whatever feels better for you, whatever, works better for your schedule and your time and things like that. So let's get started. You should be doing self-care every day. And as much as self-care is taking care of your outer appearance and how you look, it's equally important to take care of your inner self. That is also considered self-care. Not just face masks and getting your nails done, although that is really fun and we do love doing that. You also really need to make sure that your inner self, your heart, your mind is like taken care of. You know how you're feeling and you feel at peace within yourself. So I want to talk about why Fridays are my favorite days to do like a full self-care routine. Obviously, we do self-care every day, but personally, Fridays are one of my favorite days to do a full self-care routine, including the appearance, the beauty, and also the inner self and taking care of your heart, but also looking beautiful and all of that. So Fridays are ruled by Venus, and Venus is the planet of love, beauty, pleasure. It's known to be that Fridays feel really good because of that. Not mainly because it's ruled by Venus. Obviously it's Friday, so it's like the weekend. But since it is ruled by Venus, you might feel a little bit more loving, you might feel more beautiful, you might feel more sensual. So that's the reason I personally love doing a full self-care routine on Fridays, because I feel like it's such a good day to do it. They say you should pursue matters of the heart on Fridays and indulge in the pleasures of life, whether it's love, creativity, and beauty. So that's why I love doing a full self-care routine on Fridays. Since it's ruled by Venus, might as well take advantage of that and also just really take care of yourself, because taking care of yourself should be a priority for you. For me personally, I love to take care of myself. And it wasn't always like this. I wasn't always perfected about I'm gonna take care of myself really well. I definitely grew to where I am today. But taking care of yourself, self-care, whatever you want to call it, is self-love. Because when you're constantly wanting something better for yourself, you're like, no, but I need to take care of this for myself, because you know that will make you feel better. That is one of the ways you can show yourself self-love. Being disciplined with yourself is self-love. When you don't want to work out, but you know you're gonna go and do it anyways because it's good for you, that's where that discipline comes in, and that equals self-love. We want self-love in our life because we want to love ourselves and we want to feel good about ourselves and we want to live a happy life with fulfilling relationships, and loving yourself is really at the core of all of that. So that's my little rant about that. So let's get into the 10 things that you guys can do that can enhance your own self-care. Number one is going to be for your mind. You want to be able to take care of your mind. You could do things like meditate, go on, a small walk. If you go on a walk, I recommend not going with your phone if you're in a safe area and you can do that. Or if you want to listen to a podcast or something, you could do that. But I also feel like being disconnected while you're on a walk and just really being present with, the surroundings and where you are, one good way that you can take care of your mind. Meditating, like I said, you don't have to do anything crazy. You don't need to do a 30-minute meditation. You can start off really small, 5 minutes. There's even 3-minute one. You can go on YouTube. There's a bunch of like so many different guided meditations. If it's like your first time meditating, I'd probably recommend doing a guided meditation first, because it is a little bit tricky to just, you know, sit and do nothing and focus on your breathing. But after you've done a couple of guided meditations, or if you already meditated before, just not super consistent with it, I also recommend just setting a timer for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want to do, and just sitting there and focusing on your breathing. Both are really, really great for taking care of your mind. Meditating is so important. It really does allow you to be so much more present throughout the day. Personally, I like to meditate in the morning and the nighttime. So I have a morning routine and a night routine, and they're both very in-depth. Meditating really just allows you to be present, and it allows you to be the observer of your own thoughts. So when you think of something, and, you know, instead of like immediately reacting to a thought, let's say you got angry or for whatever reason, instead of just feeling anger, like, oh, I'm angry, whatever. I feel like when you meditate, you're able to observe that you're angry and not essentially be the anger. Does that make sense? So it allows you to be the observer of your thoughts, and that is one way to really just be present with yourself and be self-aware. The second thing is to take care of your body. So doing any kind of physical movement. It could be literally anything. Like, you could go for a walk, like I said, but you can also go for a run. You can lift weights, you can do Pilates, you can do yoga, you can do boxing, like whatever is your favorite way to get physical movement. You can dance, like literally anything. Whatever you love to do, try to do that for your self-care routine. Physical movement is so important because, you know, as human beings, we are literally energy. We have energy flowing through us at all times. When we go through things, when we experience life, sometimes we can, you know, absorb a lot of energy and have a lot of different energies within us because of the day we had, because of our experiences, because of our thoughts. So you want to be able to physically move your body, because that allows the energy to flow and you're able to release some of that stagnant energy. Aside from the energetic part, it's also just healthy for you to exercise, even if it's just like 20 to 30 minutes per day. You don't need to do anything that's physically like drains you, but if you like that stuff, then go for it. You want to like make it to your own. Whatever tip I'm giving you, whatever you feel like best works for you within that like tip, if that makes sense, do that, because your body knows what's right for you, and intuitively your body knows what to do for you know, yourself. Third one is to take care of your soul. Do something that you love. Literally anything. So for me personally, I love to sing. So I would just like do singing, like, you know, take videos of me singing. You don't have to take videos, but I also love to like make videos and stuff, so that's another thing I love to do. You can also try a bunch of new things. If you don't know exactly what you love, this is a great time to start trying new hobbies, like trying to figure out what you love. Recently, my husband and I tried archery, and it was so much fun. Like, I didn't think it would be that fun. So just trying new things really allows your experience to broaden, and it'll help you narrow down like what you like, what you don't like. Some people like to paint, some people like to go ice skating, like horseback riding. I want to go horseback riding so bad. There's so many things I want to do. Fourth thing that you want to do is to take care of your brain. For this, I recommend reading. You don't have to read a lot, maybe at least like 10 to 15 pages, or you could read like a chapter, or if you're like an avid reader, maybe like 50 pages, whatever you feel like is good for you. Make sure that you really curate it to your own liking, to how you want it to be, and everyone's, you know, routine is gonna look different. You can read anything, nonfiction, fiction, literally whatever, preferably nonfiction, because then you will be able to learn something. But honestly, like a good fiction book, like it's just so good. Like it could literally be whatever you want. Okay, number 5 is gonna be facial massage. I feel like after learning more and more about facial massage, really changed my view on like beauty just in general. So everyone knows the gua sha, like everyone knows we can all gua sha our skin and it's good for circulation. It's really good for your skin, for acne actually, and just to like, I guess not slim your face, but for lymphatic drainage, so it'll like depuff your skin and things like that. If you've never done it, I would really recommend you try it. There should be like a bunch of YouTube videos on YouTube and even like Instagram and TikTok on how to do like a simple gua sha. Just make sure when you gua sha that you use facial oil or any kind of oil. My favorite oils to use on my face specifically are castor oil, rosehip seed oil, black seed oil, argan oil. Just make sure they're all organic and cold pressed, because since you are putting it on your skin, you don't want any pesticides or anything like that. There's also another kind of massage, facial massage, called beauty fascia facial massage. I will link the channel that I love to watch, and I get a lot of my beauty fascia facial massages from this channel. Beauty fascia can essentially kind of change your facial muscles over time, since you're massaging the muscle that's on your face. So, but if you are consistent with beauty fascia facial massages, you will see you know, some noticeable difference in your skin. And it also like is just really good for your skin, like health. Like I noticed after doing beauty fascia massages, my skin was more glowy, more plump. It also really does help with lymphatic drainage. So yeah, if you haven't heard of beauty fascia massages, please look it up and your life will be changed. Okay, number 6 is to do something for you. Now, this could be literally whatever. This can cost money, but it also doesn't have to cost money. You can give yourself like a spa night. You can get your nails done. You can do your nails at home. You can get a haircut. So do something that you know will benefit you. It could be physically, it could also be mentally, like if you go get a massage or you go to see a Reiki therapist. Just do something for you, something you know that will benefit you positively, something you know that it's worth it and you're gonna feel good after doing it. You can get your hair done, you can start going to therapy, you can get a massage, you can get a facial, you can get like a scalp treatment, you could go to the sauna, you could go to the gym, like literally anything that you know will benefit you. And it's also like fun for you to do, or like, you know, pleasing for you. Do something for you. You can go get a donut, like literally anything. Number 7, super important, affirmations. Affirmations are very, very important, especially in a self-care routine. Personally, it does help me to shift my mind and shift my brain into really believing something, really believing that I am worthy and that I am beautiful. Like all of these things, you can really start to believe about yourself when you do affirmations. But here's the but. When you do affirmations, you need to be really intentional. You can't just be sitting there and be like, yep, I am beautiful. I know I am worthy. I am lovable. Like if you're not really believing it, and if you're only saying it with like 50% of your, you know, like energy or whatever, you're not gonna actually believe it. I do affirmations daily. I do it while I'm doing my skincare in the morning or while I'm getting ready usually, because it's a good time for me. I'm looking in the mirror. That's another thing. When you're doing your affirmations, make sure you're looking at a mirror if you can. If not, I know, I get it. Sometimes we're traveling, sometimes we're doing stuff and you can't, you know, look at yourself, but it really does make a difference if you do have a mirror. So try to get a mirror, try to do it in front of a mirror. That's why I like to do it while I'm getting ready, because I'm literally like looking at myself, and I'm also doing my skincare, like I'm touching my face, like I'm making connection with myself while looking at myself. So I feel like it just intensifies it. Yes, like I was saying, you have to be really intentional with it. If you aren't really believing it as you're saying it, it's never gonna come true. And I know it's gonna be weird at first, like, oh, saying like, oh, I'm so rich, when maybe you don't feel very rich. But in the beginning, you kind of have to just be a little, not crazy, but you kind of just have to like pretend that you are, even though if you're not. because the consistency of doing that will slowly shift your mind to feeling like you are rich, and then slowly you'll start to look more rich, or whatever that looks like for you. You know, like that's different for everyone. So just make sure you are really intentional with it. Try your best to do it in front of a mirror for best results. And when you're saying these affirmations, really be intentional and really gaze at yourself in the mirror, like gaze into your eyes. Like not just like look at yourself, but like really gaze into your eyes and just see yourself truly like through the mirror while saying these affirmations. So doing those things really will help you, you know, believe it, and it feels really, really good. It feels so good after doing affirmations. You can find a whole bunch on YouTube. I will link my favorite one in the description box. My favorite one from Louise Hay. We love Louise Hay. Rest in peace. We love Louise Hay. That one is a really good one to do just to like, for starters, because it really will help boost your self-esteem. And I think that is like a really good foundational base. And then you could do a bunch of other ones, or you can just start with whatever one you feel like you need in your life, because there's so many different kinds of affirmations you can do. There's like abundance, prosperity, love, health, you know, there's so many different ones. So whatever you feel like you need in your life, just do that. But I will also link my favorite one just for like self-esteem and self-love, because that I also feel like is very foundational for your affirmations. Number 8 is to get clean and get cute, especially on Fridays. Like do your everything shower, do like everything to get yourself clean and to get yourself cute. Whether it be, you know, taking a bath or doing your everything shower, take a shower, get clean, clip your nails if you need to. If they're getting long, clip your nails, groom yourself, you know, remove all the unwanted hair, however you do it. Exfoliate, you know, condition yourself, deep condition your hair, put on a nice outfit. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, but put something on that you know makes you feel so good, like you feel so confident wearing this. Put something on that's cute and you feel really good in. If you like wearing perfumes, put on a nice fragrance. If you like to wear makeup, put on some makeup. I feel like getting clean and cute, especially on Fridays, just boosts my self-esteem, boosts my self-care. Like I'm doing my whole, like everything on Fridays. Do a face mask, you know, curl your hair, do it all on Fridays. Like why not? It's ruled by Venus, so you're gonna feel so good doing it, and you're gonna feel so beautiful, and it's just like such a vibe, you guys. Like trust me when I say this, it's such a vibe. Like doing your face mask, like getting clean, grooming yourself, you're gonna feel so good after. Let me know if you guys do it, and let me know like what you guys do for your like get clean and get cute, because I love implementing new things. I like to dry brush, I like to clip my nails like I said. Sometimes I'll curl my hair, face mask, deep condition the hair, nice perfume, you know, cute outfit. Just do all that. Like might as well just go all out on Fridays, because why not? And you can still do this every day. But personally, I feel like Fridays, it just feels so good. Number 9 is to eat healthy and hydrating food. So everyone's, you know, diet is different, of course, but eat whatever you feel like is healthy for you. Make sure you're hydrating, and make sure you're still getting enough protein and eating a lot of hydrating fruits, because it does feel really good. And make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Girls, you need to be drinking water. Make sure you're hydrated, because being dehydrated is not a vibe. It's not very cute. Like you don't feel very good. You like, you know, you want to feel like fresh and plump. Your skin will glow. So just make sure you're drinking a lot of water, you know, eating hydrating foods, and just eating healthy, whatever that looks like for you. Number 10, the last thing is to learn something new that day. So you can read and also learn something new, which is really nice if you read nonfiction, because it's like doing both. You can also listen to podcasts. Listening to podcasts are my favorite way of learning something new. I listen to a bunch of different health podcasts, health and wellness podcasts, and that is literally how I learned so much about insulin resistance, protein, diet, exercise, women's health, herbs. I feel like I've gained so much knowledge just from listening to podcasts. I will link the ones that I like to listen to down below. But you can also, if you're going to school, you technically are learning something new every day, But there are so many other ways to learn aside from being in school. Books, podcasts, there are so many different lectures and just like things you can learn yourself on YouTube. We love YouTube. YouTube is literally amazing. So just try to learn something new. You always want to be a student in your life, like mentally, not literally, but you always want to have that mindset where you want to learn and grow, because when you learn, you're growing, and it's just nice to know things, especially things that you're interested in, topics that you feel like you want to learn more because they relate to your life. Start with those, because those are going to be the things that you really want to learn. So those are the 10 things you could do to enhance your own self-care routine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.